Alright, welcome back to FTL Easy Mode playthrough. I'm using the Engi ship, and when I last left off, we were about to engage the Rebel flagship. For this particular loadout, I have 2 Ion Blast 2 and a Burst Laser 2, so I'll be doing a ridiculous amount of ion damage and hopefully taking down its shields very quickly, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of actual damage to the ship, so I'm very curious to see how this holds up. I don't have any defense drones, but I do have cloaking, so at least there's that. So let's jump over there and see how this goes. I've never fought with this build before, so I'm really curious. Alright, and here we are at the Rebel flagship. As usual, it's going to cloak to start things out. And that's okay, because all of our weapons fire quickly enough that it's not too much of a delay. Now, as in the first time I fought it, my priority is to take out that missile launcher, because that's the biggest threat this first form has. Previously, I did that just through sheer firepower. This time, I'm going to do it using borders. I've got these 2 Mantis that I'm going to teleport into that room. If you look at the enemy ship's layout, these weapon bays are completely cut off from the rest of the ship, so they can't be repaired, and they can't send in reinforcements to fight your borders. So 2 Mantis will be able to take that one guy down very quickly, and then they'll be able to take out the actual missile launcher very quickly as well, at which point I'll just send them back to my ship. If you don't have bombs that will just teleport directly into a room on the enemy ship, this is probably the best way to take out that missile launcher, because you don't have to worry about the enemy shields, and you don't have to worry about whether a weapon is going to hit or miss or not. While I'm at it, I'm going to target my Ion Blasts at its shields, and I think I'm all set, so let's unpause and get this going. I'm going to remember to cloak to dodge those 3 missiles, because I have no defense drones to save me from them right now. I just have to rely on cloaking and then my really high evasion. Between those 2, I should be okay. Alright, now with the shields out of the way, I'm going to target my burst lasers at them as well. That way, they'll just take more damage. None of the other weapons on the ship are a huge threat, so there's not too much point in targeting them. I could target its cloaking to disable that, and I might actually do that once I get the shields taken down to the red. But for now I'm going to pause, because you can see my Mantis have destroyed the missile launcher. There's no reason to leave them on the ship anymore. So I'm going to bring them back home. Pause again to send them to medbay. And at this point now, it's just a matter of wearing down the enemy ship. He really, unless he gets extremely lucky with some of his shots, he can't actually get through my shields at this point. So at this point, I think it is a good idea to target his cloaking, because he cloaks pretty often, it recharges fast, and it's a pain. So we're going to do that. The dual Ion Blast should be able to keep his shields completely down while I do that. And yeah, his cloaking is down now. He might send crew over to try to repair that, but that's okay. Yeah, this build actually works incredibly well for at least this first form of the final boss. There is literally nothing it can do to me right now. I am safe. I've taken no damage, which is impressive. And there we go. That was surprisingly easy. We get a little bit of scrap, it jumps away, send my Mantis back to the teleporter room, and follow it. Now for this second form, once again, it's very drone-heavy in terms of focus, but I'm going to follow the same formula I just used last time. Going to send my Mantis over to take out the missile launcher. Going to target my ion weapons at the shields, and the burst laser at the shields as well. Once the shields are down, I'll probably retarget the burst laser at its drone control, just to take that out. But as you can see, because I don't have a defense drone, now I have to deal with enemy boarding drones on my ship. And this is a problem, because until my Mantis get back, I don't have a good way of taking them out quickly. It probably won't end up killing me, but it's definitely dangerous. Alright, with the enemy missile launcher down, I can bring my Mantis back, and oh, yeah, I think I just lost a crew member to that boarding drone. Yep, see, that's what happens. You get distracted with one thing, and meanwhile, you're losing a crew member over here. It was the combination of the boarding drone and the lack of oxygen in that room that killed him. So, what I'm going to do is send my Mantis over there to finish off the boarding drone, hopefully. I'm going to keep a better eye on their health this time. And I'm going to retarget my burst laser on the drone control. I'm going to remember to cloak to avoid the super attacks. The drone is gone, so I'm going to send my Mantis back to the medbay to heal, and I'm going to send my Engi in to repair the breach in my hull in the door control room. With that repaired, I'm going to send the Engi back out, because there's no reason to keep them in there. Once my Mantis are healed, I will send them back up to the teleporter so my Engi can heal up in the medbay. I've got another power surge detected, but I believe my cloak will recharge in time, which it does. And once again, the Rebel flagship is essentially sitting dead in the water at this point. He's still got that super attack with all the drones, which is definitely a threat, but it is not nearly as much of a threat as that triple missile launcher is. Because the drones have to punch through my shields, whereas the missile launcher did not. And there we go, second form taken down. Once again, no damage. This build is turning out to be extremely good. Aside from that stupid loss of a crew member, this is going pretty much perfectly. So with all of that set, sure, let's upgrade our autopilot one more time, because why not? And we'll go in for the final fight. Here we go. He's got that super shield up, but with 2 Ion Blast 2s, that thing is going to go down very, very quickly. You'll notice there I tried to teleport them on, but the super shield prevents that. So instead, I get to deal with enemy boarders. Not a big deal. I've got 2 well-equipped Mantis. Those guys are going to go down very quickly. I do have to worry about the missile launcher while I take down their shields, but because my evasion is so high, hopefully many of them will miss. Like you saw there, out of the 3 that the missile launcher fired, only one of them actually hit, and it didn't hit anywhere important. He teleported one more guy over, but he teleported right into an airlock, so I'm just going to open him with the vacuum and let him suffocate. And here comes the multiple laser blasts, so I'm going to cloak to dodge that. And you can see this poor bastard here just suffocating inside my ship. All 3 of those missiles missed because my evasion is so high. Looks like I'm going to win this fight if I can remember to actually use my burst laser. Once that missile launcher goes out, this is essentially a foregone conclusion unless he gets ridiculously lucky with that super attack. But between my high evasion and my cloaking, I don't think it'll be a threat. And at this point, I'm going to target his engines with my burst laser, just for the sake of lowering his evasion, so he'll be easier to hit. And yeah, at this point, I can just kind of sit back, relax, and watch the game end. Oh, while remembering to cloak at the appropriate times to dodge the super attack. This is why I say cloaking is probably the most important ship upgrade you can make. Those super attacks can be very nasty if you have no way to negate them. And there we go. Rebel ship defeated. Good job, Square Donut. You did good. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.